I'd like to introduce you to a new and revolutionary concept in the storage and handling of dry bulk materials. As vice president of a large food processing company, I experienced many of the common problems associated with dry bulk storage, as I'm sure you have. In 1980, All-Flow was formed. We tried to take a simple and common sense approach to solving many of the basic problems associated with dry bulk storage. We solved the problem by eliminating the cone section of a standard tank. We use a flat bottom design with an inflatable membrane attached inside the tank to ensure reliable and efficient operation. Now, let's discover the All-Flow concept.
In order to demonstrate how effectively the All-Flow system works, we filled one of our center discharge systems with sugar. We let it sit for 10 days. It's purposely in poor condition, full of moisture, thoroughly caked. Frankly, it would be a real problem getting this sugar through an ordinary coned bottom storage bin. What you'll see is footage of an actual test and sequences of animation that will help explain what's going on inside the All-Flow storage system. Like any bulk storage bin, the All-Flow system relies on gravity to move the product it holds into a conveyor. But when the product becomes compacted, either due to its natural cohesiveness, the absorption of excess moisture, or the extreme pressure of a tall column of material over a small opening, the product may flow until it forms a hollow area over the opening, a condition known as a bridge, and stop the flow of product. There's no visible evidence of a problem from the top of the bin, but there's no flow. But in an All-Flow bulk storage and handling system, the electronic probe in the discharge port senses that no product is flowing and immediately, automatically, turns on the electric motor which pumps air into the inflatable membrane lining the bottom and sides of the bin. The membrane gently pushes and rolls the product in on itself, filling the void that is forming the bridge and restoring the flow of the product almost instantly. When the probe senses that the product is flowing, inflation stops, and the product resumes its natural gravity-fed flow. Until there's another interruption, such as the formation of a rat hole, caused in this case by compaction of the product and absorbed moisture. When the probe again senses a lack of product flow into the discharge port, the motor is turned on, and more air is pumped into the membrane, again gently rolling and lifting the product toward the outlet, fully collapsing the rat hole and continuing the product's flow. The All-Flow system's membrane inflates as required, continually pushing the product past its angle of repose, causing it to collapse and gently moving the product toward the discharge opening. As the membrane walls expand, their movement and non-stick surface helps keep them clean and free of product until virtually all of it has been emptied from the All-Flow storage system. When the system senses total inflation and a lack of product flow, the membrane walls are deflated automatically and sucked back against the walls of the unit, ready to make the next load of bulk product easier to store and easier to handle. All-Flow bulk storage systems are also available in a unique side discharge configuration. Its function is essentially identical to the All-Flow center discharge system, but its easily accessible discharge port allows bulk storage options that have never been possible until now. Let's consider some of the advantages of an All-Flow storage system. Just changing the basic design of the conventional bulk storage system offers several advantages. Eliminating the cone or hopper bottom and lowering the overall profile of the bin reduces compaction of the product and head pressure on the conveyor. And it allows the All-Flow bulk storage and handling system to be installed indoors, often right in the same room where the product will be used, which not only saves on the cost and problems of conveyoring, but reduces many of the difficulties caused when the bin is located outdoors. The inflatable membrane does much more than just empty the product. It is virtually self-cleaning. Even oily or fatty products will simply slide off the non-stick liner as the membrane inflates. It effectively resists damage or excessive wear from abrasive materials. And the liner acts as a moisture barrier, reducing the chances of hygroscopic buildup due to condensation or leaks in the tank, while it thoroughly protects the products from contamination. Our engineers will help you match the liner to the product you want to handle. High-tech food-grade liners are available to meet all the requirements of the FDA and other agencies. In fact, we can provide abrasion and corrosion-resistant materials to handle almost any type of product. So for many processors, it means not having to pay the exorbitant price of stainless steel. And All-Flow backs the membrane with a 5-year warranty against defects. But as sophisticated as the All-Flow system is, it is also remarkably simple. Consider the mechanism that inflates the membrane. Besides the electric motor that simply blows low-pressure air into the membrane with an impeller, the system's only moving part is a simple valve. So maintenance is minimal, and repairs are easy, because there's remarkably little to go wrong. An All-Flow bulk storage and handling system may be able to save you a lot of money just by eliminating downtime. The heart of the All-Flow system is the probe that protrudes into the discharge outlet and constantly monitors the amount of product flow. When the flow falls below a preset amount, it sends a signal that automatically begins inflation of the membrane, then turns off the motors when an adequate flow has resumed. If the probe is the system's heart, the control panel might well be considered its pulse. And again, the key is simplicity. Indicator lights tell you at a glance if the system is on and what it's doing at the time. There are switches for on and off, start, and reset for when you're adding more product. The All-Flow system can be easily adapted for remote operation or even fully automated for computer-controlled plant operation. In fact, every All-Flow bulk storage system is custom designed to fit your space and individual requirements. An All-Flow system will go easily where standard systems can't. The elimination of the cone reduces the headroom required and allows full utilization of the space available. And because the system sits flat on the floor, its weight is evenly distributed over its entire surface area. So, expensive foundations and additional supports are generally unnecessary. The All-Flow storage and handling system can usually be used in existing buildings, even on upper floors, without extra bolstering and support, saving money, adding greatly to convenience. All-Flow maintains a full-scale test and demonstration facility with an automated conveyor transfer system integrated with 4 test units, a 12-foot diameter by 16-foot high side discharge unit, a 21-foot diameter by 16-foot high center discharge unit, a 9-foot diameter by 8-foot high center discharge unit, and a 9-foot diameter by 16-foot high side discharge unit. All-Flow places a strong emphasis on continued research and development. At the request of a major chemical manufacturer, we ran a full-scale test in our 21-foot diameter system to prove its efficiency prior to purchase. A recent innovation called a squash bag was incorporated into the standard design. The squash bag is used to ensure reliable discharge for materials subject to severe caking and bridging problems. Before the bin is filled, the squash bag is inflated, and prior to discharge, it is deflated to provide a void so the material has a pathway through which it may flow. To fully appreciate the utility and effectiveness of the All-Flow system for use in the handling and storage of dry and semi-dry materials, we welcome you to spend a day at our facility. Whether you have a present application or are planning one in the future, learn about the new concept today.